But now let's go to this utter compilation of nonsense that took, and I'm not kidding, 10 people to write for the USA Today account. I know some contributed, one penned it, but they have 10 different bylines on this story. You want to know why people love Donald Trump? You want to know why people hate the media and distrust the media? And you might say, yeah, because Donald Trump tells them to. No, because anyone who reads this story in a national newspaper, USA Today, can read it and in the first 7 words tell you that this is not going to be a down-the-middle news report like John Dietrich of the Milwaukee Journal-Sentinel wrote about the death of this knife-wielding man. It is going to be, in USA Today, like a 10-page printed-out screed against the evils of police. And backseat driving, how police respond in a highly contentious, dangerous situation with people who've never trained in law enforcement, never faced any kind of a threat, never put their own safety on the line to help someone else or deliver someone else from danger, telling police who have done all of that how they should have acted. Here are the first 7 words of the story. They called him Jehovah, an unhoused man, ... There you go. That's all I needed to read. They called him Jehovah. Well, you know what? He's not Jehovah. He's a nutcase. He's not unhoused. He's homeless. And while that is sad, it does not give him the right to put a knife in each hand and threaten someone else's life. These are luxury beliefs that USA Today holds, that other elitists hold, that Democratic voters hold. Luxury beliefs. You know what luxury beliefs are? They are beliefs that they can afford to hold that you cannot. Because you live in a real place where people like Jehovah, the knife-wielding guy, are threats to you as you walk to your downtown office or as you walk through a parking garage at night. And some person who's homeless and desperate and psycho and crazy comes at you and you don't dare fight back. Because then we will get the rest of the second paragraph of this USA Today story. An unhoused man who one acquaintance described as a beautiful person. He lived in one of Milwaukee's tent encampments and was well known by people in the neighborhood around King Park. They would often see him walking his dog and carrying a Bible. Great. Fantastic. I hope he had a nice dog and I hope he read his Bible. I just question why he's putting a knife in each one of his hands and trying to kill someone else and thus has to be shot by Columbus police. In the 5th sentence of the story, which should be higher, is an admission by USA Today that body cam video released by authorities show he was brandishing a knife. Actually, 2 knives. Ooh, that's a salient fact we just decided we would diminish and lower in the story so you didn't read it. And then the 3rd paragraph is beautiful. Just beautiful. Because we're keeping with the theme that this is Jehovah and he's harmless and he's carrying a Bible and he's walking his dog. And he's like, got the key to the city, apparently. Authorities said the fatal shooting in Milwaukee is unrelated to the convention, but for some residents of the neighborhood, favorite journalism tactic, find 2 nutcases who agree with your premise and cite them as an authority. Some say, how many say? How many? Who are they? What are their credentials? Are they law enforcement people? Do they know about disengaging a hostile situation? Do they know about neutralizing a situation like that? But they're some residents of the neighborhood. It raises questions. Oh, yes, we're always raising questions, aren't we? It raises questions about the decision to bring out-of-state police officers into the city to help provide policing for the event. So let's see. It raises questions. You know what the question raised in Bruce Hooley's mind was? When I see that out-of-city police officers from Columbus, Ohio, not Milwaukee officers, shot this guy? Do you know what question? Can you imagine what crazy question came to Bruce Hooley's mind about why, oh, why would Columbus police officers be in Milwaukee? That's right. You guessed it. Is the Milwaukee police force understaffed? Oh, gee, how would I find out information like that? I know. I have this unique, ingenious method of finding answers to such questions. It is called Google. Maybe they haven't heard of it at USA Today. And I typed into Google, Milwaukee faces shortage of police. So there must be headlines like that or nothing would come up. But you know what? A bunch of stuff came up. And all of it is about how Milwaukee police have been declining. 16% of the force is down. Milwaukee's on par to lose tens of millions of dollars if it can't get its police force back up. Milwaukee police staffing at critical shortage. More than 300 Wisconsin officers have been fired by Milwaukee police, and now Milwaukee is begging them to come back to work because, gee, who wouldn't want to go back to work where they've been fired because they were unkind to guys named Jehovah carrying 2 knives and a Bible while walking his dog and trying to murder